It's Elvira from Scrappy Mania, and today I'm going to put together a real quick page. But before I start, let me tell you the stuff that I'm using. These photos are actually 3 by 3, so I cut my photo 3 by 3, and then I cut a mat, a white mat, 3.5 by 4, and I glued it on here so it looks like a Polaroid. Then I took a stamp and I put a little label there so that way I'm going to put my journaling underneath each of the pictures. So that's what I did. I did 4 Polaroids. Then I cut a little label, and I'm using this paper by Oxford, and it's very pretty. It's actually basic gray. I got this at Tuesday Morning some time ago. So this is what I'm using for my layers on my page. Okay. And then these butterflies and these images is from another chipboard set that I got at Tuesday Morning. And it's by K and Company. And so I decided to use a little bird, a little cage, and a butterfly. And then these these are clay. So this is not air dry. This is actually regular clay that I kind of softened it up. And I used the Martha Stewart silicone molds to make my clay pieces. And I also used a bird. So you can use this for air dry clay, or you can also use it for regular clay. And then this image here is actually, I just purchased the stamping gear, and I got this today. I bought the little face and like the little sun rays. So I used this image, and actually I used a circle. So I put the circle here, and then I used my paddle, and I went through every single one. And I used this one. So I used this one with my paddle, and that's how I got that shape. Okay. And then I'm using this paper is, I'm not sure what kind of paper this is, but I'm using this paper to mat my cream cardstock. This one is actually from the paper company, and I'm not sure, it's a caddy cover. So I'm using this to be my background layer. And then these are, I have a handheld printer, so I put in "You're My Sunshine, You Make Me Happy," and then I just put a little bit of lines on the edges, and that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and get started, and I'm going to go ahead and use some ink. So I'm just going to take some black distressing ink, and actually that's not distressing ink, I'm using StazOn, and just put in a faint edge on all my papers just so it stands out a little more, but I'm not putting a lot of ink. Now I'm going to adhere my page, and I'm using my ATG gun in order to make sure that it's well adhered to my background page. I'm going to do the same technique, just putting a little more not distressing ink, but StazOn ink on the edges. And then I'm going to adhere them down. And this layout is actually more geometric. It has a lot of lines and straight lines and things like that. So now I'm going to put my tag, my little tag, and then my Polaroids. And I really like how it looked by cutting my pictures 3 by 3 and then cutting the mat a little bigger. It really looks very good. So I do like that Polaroid technique without having to kind of use my die cutter and cut them out. So then I'm just putting my my chipboard with some foam adhesive, and now I'm going to go ahead and start putting my clay pieces. I bought this clay like years ago. I mean, I think it's like 6 years ago, and I haven't really used it. So when I discovered the Martha Stewart molds, I really liked them. I decided I should start using more of my products than just keeping them in a box. So I'm just putting, it works this glue, the quick drying glue is very good for these pieces, and I'm almost done with my layout. Okay, so there's my page, very simple, and I hope you like it, and thank you for watching. Bye.